Hey guys, I'm Nick, and it is time for my setup video. Something I've been talking about for a while, but I finally got these posters hung up back here, and I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. First off, I do want to mention everything you see is linked in the description down below. So go down there, check that out. If you're like, what is this thing? Check it out down below. It is linked in order of appearance. So, for example, first off, it would be my lights and then so on and so forth. So, go check that out. Additionally, I've linked to my old setup videos in the description down below. A lot has changed since those old setup videos, specifically the first ever setup video I did. So, go check those out if you're curious as to how far things have really progressed and how much more professional and better and awesome things look and how you can progress really over time with YouTube content creation. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Hello there. Now, I do want to say to you guys, this commentary is recorded after the fact, so it might be delayed a second or something like that as to what is actually being shown on screen. I do apologize. I did record live commentary while I was recording this, but the camera's audio is just freaking terrible. So we're starting off here by showing you guys my three main lights there. Those are umbrella lights. If we zoom out, as you can see right there, that's kind of a little bit of an overview of the entire setup. We get a better one, I believe, towards the end here. But coming back, let's go ahead and start with the light here. This is an umbrella light, basic umbrella light. This comes in a set of three. You got all of these in the same group, and there are two big floor standing lights like that, and then one that is the small light that's right there above the monitor. These are used to light my green screen and my face and things like that in videos. Here's my watch and my wallet, and here is the printer that will be leaving the room in about a week because we are beginning whatever it's called, a new internet, and that's going to go out to the other end of the house, and so will that router and modem right there. As you can see, there's a modem in the back and a router in the front there. Those are going to be replaced by this monster, the Linksys WRT 1900 AC, top of the line Linksys router. I didn't spare an expense because I wanted the best there. So there is that. We come over here and we've now got the custom Xbox One controller with my post-it notes under it that I use for my to-do list. And as you can see, setup videos on that. Now here is this. That is my microphone. And as you can see, it's pulled out of the way. We can simply swing it over, move it down, and boom! It's in perfect recording position. That's where it is when I'm doing any kind of content for you guys, including what I'm doing right now. Not recording content, swung out of the way. Not in my way, not in my face. Perfect. That's exactly how I like it. I love it like that. I wouldn't have it any other way because I hate having a microphone always shoved in my face. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Now here on my Audio-Technica ATH M50 headphones, these are amazing. Are these actually the ATH? Yeah, these are the ATH M50s, aren't they? No, these are not the ATH M50s. These are the ATH 50s, I guess? I don't know. The link's in the description down below. But these are amazing headset. Best headset you can buy for $150. I recommend these things wholeheartedly. They are incredible. You will not regret buying those headphones if you get them. Next, we have this, I think, 19 or 17-inch 1440p HP monitor. It's a very, very old monitor, but it's a high resolution, so I use it as a tertiary monitor. I'll throw Spotify or a stream or something up over there while I'm working on these two main monsters. My two 24-inch 1080p Asus monitors here. These things are great. I love them so, so, so much. I couldn't work without them now. I mean, that's just the truth. And now we're going to turn off that light to look at this little beauty. This is my Logitech C920 webcam. It is an amazing webcam. It's what you guys see me through most of the time, and it is simply incredible. I love it. Just love it, love it, love it. It's amazing. And then we can come back here to the beast, as I like to call it, to the epic PC that most of my videos, or all of my videos, for almost a year now have came out of. This thing is freaking incredible. I love it. And it is just, it's really freaking nice. I try my best with cord management as well. You can see there. Try my best. It doesn't work out. This side's a lot better. And as you can see, there's my Elgato Game Capture HD as well as my Xbox One. And boom, there's that. Pretty simple stuff. There's one more thing back there I want to show you, and that is this right here. My 1.5 terabyte hard drive that is actually hooked up as network storage directly into that router. So that means I can access that hard drive from anywhere on my network, no matter what kind of computer I have. I like that because it works out, right? It just works, right? If I can do stuff on my MacBook and I can access it from my PC, I can do stuff on my PC and access it from my MacBook as long as it is on that hard drive, and it's amazing, guys. I would recommend everybody have some network storage, especially if you run multiple computers. Now here is my Black Widow, or Razer Black Widow Gaming 2014 Ultimate Keyboard. It is an amazing keyboard. I love it. I mean, listen to these keystrokes. I mean, isn't that just incredible? I just freaking love that. And now moving on, we have my Razer Death Adder mouse as well as my Razer mouse pad right there. Razer decked out here. All actually bought, none of that sponsored. We've got some, what is that, paper clips and some thumbtacks, as well as my Audio Technica amp line in jack right there. So that goes on the end of that. It screws perfectly on to the end of that, and we're good to go there. So now, moving on, we have the epic and great Nalgene bottle. I love this thing. I have a blue one and a black one, and I alternate them. They are freaking amazing. If you want to drink more water, get a Nalgene bottle. It's for some reason, they just make it happen. I don't know why, but they do. Moving on from the Nalgene bottle, we now have my Xbox One and its games right over here, which are actually on a floating shelf. The Halo tube disc is actually a shelf there, and there's nothing under it holding it up. It is the shelf itself, and I put games on top of it. I don't know if I'll ever fill this up now because I'm buying all my games digitally, but even still, it looks cool. So there is that, and that with 2 copies of Modern Warfare 2, because why not? I love that game so much. Anyway, coming back around here, we've got another light right there, my scale. Weigh myself every morning, recording that book, and I love data. I'm a data nerd, so that's why I do that. Moving on over, we show you the Linksys WRT router again. This thing's going to be great. There's going to be a review of it on my second channel, youtube.com/NickKeene but amazing, amazing router. I recommend this thing all day, every day. Nevertheless, moving on from the router here, we have got the epic and big 32-inch TV. Be your own boss. I wake up every morning and I see that, reminding myself that I am living the dream, being my own boss, and to continue to do so with everything in my power. Right? We've got some important legal documents on those 2 shelves. We've got this chair. This chair never gets used right here, except if someone comes over and they want to sit in it. I never use that chair on that desk or anything, and it double times as my hoodie holder. I've got 2 bags there, my MacBook bag and my backpack, and we've got that thing in the backpack there, which is, right, MacBook bag and backpack, and we've got the big speaker right here. This is powered by my iPhone 4S, and I'll listen to Spotify on it occasionally and things like that. So that is what that is for. It's basically a music player, just kind of sitting off in the corner so we can listen to stuff if we want to. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and move on to one of my most favorite parts of the room here, the poster wall. And here it is, the poster wall. I love it so much. It is just, it's incredible. Wanted Batman with the United States, independence there. We hold these rights to be evident that all men are created equal. That, I can't read that, come on, get a better camera angle. That all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I think that was pretty good. And the original take, it actually took me like 4 or 5 times, and I messed up like a lot more. So I think that was pretty good, considering I could barely see it. Most of that was from memory. But I love that quote. It's very, very true. I believe that so much. Everyone that, deserves their chance and deserves those things. Then we got the Batman poster. We've got the Heed the Call poster from, Only Together Can We Defeat the Robot Vampire Nazi Zombies, or who are also zombies. Supporting SourcePed, supporting Philip DeFranco with Keep Calm and Bam Fun. And then last but not least, we've got that awesome picture in the middle that my mom made for me when I was younger. So thank her for that. Moving on over, we've got my bed here, or moving down, more or less, I guess. We've got my bed, and that's where I sleep. Right there. That's where I sleep. And then moving over, we've got my notebook to record notes from my books. Right now, we're reading Gary Vaynerchuk's Crush It and Jordan Belfort's The Wolf of Wall Street. So those are 2 awesome books. I would actually recommend them. And there's my MacBook, because I usually use that in bag. That's also the tech drawer with wires and crap in it, where I dug this camera out of. And I also throw my change every time I walk in with that. Now, let's go ahead and move on to something called the green screen here, which actually using this guide wire, as you can see, which stretches all the way across the room to the complete other side, is able to be pulled out and very versatile, meaning it's not always in my way, it's not always out, taking up space. We can slide it and retract it and all of that stuff. So let me go ahead and slide it out, and I will meet you guys once I've done that. And the green screen is now pulled out, and as you can see coming in the door, it literally separates the room in half. Right, so we've got the bed and the sleeping area over there with half of the TV, and then on the other side we've got the other half of the TV and the content production room. This is always pulled when you see me doing a video, except for a video where it's not in the background and you can actually see what's behind me. The green screen's always pulled, it's always out, separating the room and literally cutting it in half, which I'm okay with, actually. like the green screen kind of cutting the room in half, especially when I'm doing longer broadcasts. I can go on the other side of it if I take a break and lay down for like a minute or two and then jump back up, and it feels like I'm, in a completely different room, kind of. I also want to mention this is a completely new floor. I installed laminate flooring since the last time I did a setup video back in July, so that's been a long time, as well as freshly painted walls and better looking posters. So really proud of the posters, if you can't tell. I really enjoy that poster layout. We're going to be using that for the Nick King Show background. There's kind of an overview of the setup, as you can see. I'm going to try to give you guys a better one here. There's both sides with the green screen split, and I want to show you this one more thing. So this right here, let's flip this light switch up, and let's go outside and take a look at what is very, very awesome, if you ask me, and that is my recording sign. You heard me right. As you can see, there is my recording sign. It's flip the switch on, recording. Flip it off, not recording, and it turns off. Simple as that. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this setup video. So we turn that off, on, because we are recording, and now we come over here and we can back up and get a complete overview of the setup. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to throw it back to myself, and that's the gaming machine area right there. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the setup overview. I will see you guys whenever I do a jump cut here. And there you guys have it, my entire setup tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't already. Really helps me out, helps the channel grow. And yeah, thank you guys for allowing me to do this, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have any of the things that I have. And you're awesome. So thank you guys so much for that. I love each and every one of you. I'm Nick's Games. Thank you for watching, and I'm out, guys. Peace! And here's some videos you guys might want to go check out. Down that way, we've got my oldest setup video ever. I'm not proud of that video. If you want to see what my old videos were like and how nasty. God, I've changed so much. This room was so dirty, and I recorded a setup video. It's never that dirty. By the way, how it was in this video was a pretty accurate representation. There might be a few clothes spread across the floor, but usually if I need to clean it up, it can be cleaned in about a minute and a half. I mean, it's very, very tidy in here now, but back then it was far from it. And yeah, so there's that. If you want to go check that out, you can see really everything has changed. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And down that way, no, that way, the other way, we've got my most recent previous setup from last July, which is crazy, and you can go check that out to see how much it's actually changed from a short amount of time, like 8 months. And it's quite a bit. It's a lot more than you would think. So go check those videos out. They're also linked in the description down below if you're watching on mobile. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Nick's Games. I'm out. Peace. I said that so fast.